Welcome back, people. It is episode 19 of season 6 of the Taxi Squad podcast. We got a fair amount to get into today. Before we do, like, follow, subscribe, maybe share it with a friend. We had strange and unusual topics about female executives. We have some horse racing talk, a little Kentucky Derbs. We have an air it out. Thank you so much for Chicago Joe calling in once again, kind of burying that lead. A little MLB talk. Chicago baseball is on fuego. We also have the baseball wheel of death, which is finally back. We have NBA playoff talk. We have a guest for the NHL playoffs. And of course, maybe an omitted NFL? It is the Taxi Squad podcast.
Come on, everybody, celebrate. The Taxi Squad is here today. So lose the blues, kick back and relax for now. They talk about sports and stupid stuff. They're probably wrong and it might get rough. So welcome back. It's the Taxi Squad. Yeah.
Vincent, it is the Taxi Squad podcast. Good to see you again.
I would like to say that we have still never. You've just taken that name, the Wheel of Death. It makes It makes no sense, and you've just forced it into it. You just willed your way into it. I've been anti it since the beginning. Yes.
Why are you mad at it? Why are you mad at it?
It doesn't make any sense. We don't kill the teams.
Stop.
Just
okay,
stop
just
it.
Stymieing.
Just quit
my creativity, Vince.
Just quit.
I'm in California. I'm feeling sensitive. I don't know if I should go to La Jolla tonight. I don't know if I'm going to Mission Hill.
Should I go get
dinner.
tacos?
I don't know.
I can't get tacos. This fucking guy spends too much time in the West Coast. He's turned into one of them. But I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm not a Californian.
Thick-blooded Chicago guy. And this guy over there.
Just going to get on the 8 to the 101. Go back where I belong.
Send me to PCH so I can think about my life. But while you're in California, sports are still going on, Mike. And we do this every week.
Sports go on every day.
And I'm glad that we're here. And I'm glad that the playoffs are going on. I'm glad that the Knicks and the Sixers are playing a close game right now. And I'm glad to be talking to you, buddy.
Dude, I'm glad to be talking to you too. You know, we work all week. This is a great way to split up the week. I get an excuse to talk to my friend and be silly and talk about stupid shit, which I enjoy.
Wheel of Death still makes no fucking sense.
We talk about sports and stupid stuff. It is in the theme song.
Right.
So we will always maintain that we are going to deliver a product that our theme song, in fact, states.
Yep.
It is the Taxi Squad podcast.
The Taxi Squad podcast.
Welcome back, people. Well, Vince, this strange and unusual topic comes from the banking world.
Ooh, finance.
Yes. So there is a lawsuit currently going on between JP Morgan Chase that is blowing up all over the internet. And yes, I know it may not be sport related, but this is pretty good. So Charu Rana filed a lawsuit against senior executive Lorna Hajini and the bank itself. He alleges that Hajini sexually harassed and assaulted him. He was pressured into sexual activity tied to workplace power dynamics. He was drugged during some encounters. He faced retaliation, intimidation inside the business. The lawsuit also claims racial harassment, coercion, emotional distress, abuse of authority within JP Morgan's investment banking division. And this lawsuit is escalated now up to $20 million. He initially filed the lawsuit about a week ago, of course, the day after the podcast or day of podcast being released. This gets released, and this case is just exploding. The allegations are extremely graphic. He put the lawsuit in with the state of New York, and then his lawyers then bounced it back, and then he resubmitted it again and doubled down on the allegations. So I'm calling shit wolf. How about you?
What does shit wolf mean?
You mean you cry shit wolf enough where like the first time people believe you, and then you keep crying shit wolf, and then before you know it, nobody believes you?
For the guy that's saying that this happened to?
Correct.
I don't know if they sent it back. Like maybe they're just like, oh, act like it's nothing. It is damning. It's a hell of a lawsuit.
Listen, Vince, if Lorna Hagini was trying to coerce you, would you say no?
In this capacity, maybe. In any other, just walking around and she's like, hey, do you want to
stop it?
What? In a work capacity, she said she effing owns him and that he's going to be her sex slave. If that happened, I'd be like,
what if she was like, get over here, you chubby little fucking greaseball, and suck on these toes. Like, what are you gonna be like? Oh no,
it depends. Are we at a work retreat and she's my boss? I'm gonna be like, if it was just random, I'd be like, that was bold and okay. Like, like it depends. Depends on the scenario.
I mean, you got to be a little demean sometimes. Maybe that's her kink, is like she's got like a power trip and she wants to,
I'm all for the dominant versus submissive and all that stuff. It's like, do what you need to do. The story goes that they were visiting New York City. He was staying at an apartment. He woke up in the middle of the night. She was all drunk. He tried to go back to sleep, but awakened again, being completely naked. The filing claims the genie sat on the couch where the witness was sleeping, lit a cigarette, and began urging him to join them in the bedroom. I own you, so you better come join. After she returned to the bedroom, the witness said, no, you have to leave. I'm not going to do this. Please stop. If that were happening, I'd be like, hey, this is an abuse of power. But all of this being said, were you surprised when it came out?
Very much so.
I wasn't. It feels like something about like JP Morgan and the super financial conglomerate shit. There's some freak stuff going on.
I don't like, it's just,
you got to get your head out of, she's pretty,
I understand that, but then again, it's like, I guess the dynamic of it being a woman is very different for me, because it's like, as a man, it's usually the opposite in this case, where a woman's claiming where Harvey like Joy Taylor thing, Harvey Weinstein type shit, which is the kids say, no cap. And
what, do you think Harvey Weinstein is no cap?
No, I mean,
or do you think it's cap? It's not cap. It's no cap.
No, definitely no cap. I mean, he did that shit.
He did that
shit.
But
this is definitely difficult to believe, because as a male, like, it's not like things. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she touched him in his no zone, which could be his butt. But in this case, I don't see that happening, because
you're so out of line right now.
Here's the thing about this.
So out of line right now, Mike.
Here's the thing.
As a guy,
things need to happen for you to perform. So if you're not feeling it, things aren't going to become ready to go. If you get my drift. Did she like drug him with Viagra?
Supposedly, and then, she did.
He's walking around with this giant meat sword for multiple hours, and she's like, "Guess somebody needs to drain that brown thing." And then
she did say that. She said, "You're going to be."
She did in fact allegedly called him a brown boy.
Yeah,
which
is also unbelievable.
It's nuts, but it's just difficult to believe. She also
it's not impossible. Maybe he's married or some shit too,
He is also married.
Yeah, okay, there's the reason.
I am paraphrasing, but allegedly she showed up to his home and was like the Ring camera claims that he got this, even though he doesn't have this, where she stated, "Your fish head wife doesn't have these meat cannons."
Okay.
And the quote is hysterical.
Would she refer to them as meat cannons?
she called them cannons. So I mean, listen, I guess what we should do, Vince, for exploratory,
to each their own, Mike. To each their own.
For exploratory purposes, maybe we just apply to JP Morgan Chase in her division.
And I think she doesn't work there anymore.
No, she doesn't.
Oh wait,
I haven't seen her. She still does.
Oh, he's the ex JP Morgan banker.
He doesn't work there because he allegedly quit and then sued, and she was going to stymie his career and all this good shit. I think, you know what, in a court of law, I don't think anything's going to stick to him.
Probably
or stick
not.
To her.
Yes. If he made up all this, he's got a bright mind to come up with these situations. That's all I'm saying.
It's just a little far-fetched. That's all I'm getting at.
I do believe this shit is happening now. I do believe this weird shit is happening in like super high, like competitive investment banking stuff. Like I feel like weird shit like this is happening.
Maybe. Like I understand if like you were just to the and
they're also like, you know, famously, notoriously like using drugs, speed of sorts for said activities, and they work hard, play hard. This might be her play hard, and he wasn't trying to play hard.
You know, it's like the female version of 50 Shades, you know?
I'm thinking more like
she's really...
What's that Leo movie? Wolf of Wall Street?
I mean, yeah, Leo was... Jordan Belfort did that shit. That's what's crazy.
I think she might have done this shit, too. Okay.
Even
if it's not true, to what percentage is it not true? I don't think he's making up the whole thing. Did he fabricate it? Maybe then.
I think she may have used and hung over his head some sexual misconduct things where, yeah, maybe she was just like, yeah, hey, we're going to do this and you can't tell anybody. Otherwise, I'm going to out you and I'll make it seem like it was your idea. You know, maybe something along those lines. But, you know, all the things of the racial side of it, insulting the ex-wife. I mean, I'm sorry. If you look at her, it's not like she's like the most unattractive woman in the world. You had to enjoy it at one point. Like, I'm sorry. You had to enjoy this at one point.
You're the one that wanted to talk about this. I want to make this clear.
I mean, dude, I source all the strange and unusual topics about sexual activity. Of course I wanted to talk about this.
Yes, you do. I
do.
I'm on a different side than you in this one. I feel like
Vincent, you fucking defended Dirty Diana too.
Who?
Dirty Diana.
I did. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Time.
You're like, Mike, it's not that big of a deal. They're friends. They like to hike together. They like to hike at private resorts.
That is not
where no families are there, and they were just having a nice time.
That is not how I sound, number one. Number two, I didn't say it didn't happen. I said I needed more information. You can go back and listen to it. I said I need more than just the finger locking. Later information came on. My mind was made up. Yes, they did do
I told you they did that shit. And
right,
I'm telling you, this smells funny. Shit wolf.
Okay, we'll see. But I'm just saying, like, I'm going to protect my brain on this and my own, like, personal opinions by saying, maybe there's something to this. Because you're not just going to come out and make all this shit. And he's like, what's a good way for her to say that? She doesn't have these meat cannons? Yeah, that one's good. Like, he's not just sitting there.
It kind of sounds like it was something a dude would say.
It does. I'll give you that. It sounds like something a guy would say over a lady.
Yeah, I've never heard a girl go, oh yeah, look at these hammers.
If she's a pervert the way that it seems, then maybe she does.
She could be she could be a dirty girl. You know, who knows? But I'm just saying it walks like a duck.
I don't know if that applies for this one.
Could be a big boob duck.
She could be the duck.
In this instance, a big breasted duck.
Okay. I don't know. Meat cannon.
The only reason I think he's doubling down, allegedly rejected the initial one, later demanded more. So reportedly 11 million was the first lawsuit. Now it's 20 plus.
Oh, so someone came in and was like, I can make you more money.
Now, reports say JP Morgan offered around $1 million before the lawsuit came out. So they're like, don't go to the public with this.
Oh, so they're just offering $1 million for a story that's completely false. Weird.
Once again, I think that there's some truth to it. I just don't know if all of it's true.
Okay. You're just taking a couple steps back. You're shit wolfing right now.
I'm not shit wolfing.
Don't be shit wolfing right now.
Don't you dare. I'm not George. All right.
Okay.
No shit, Wolf.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's our fun, strange, and unusual topic. Now, to switch gears into people who also play in the financial world, the Kentucky Derby happened over the weekend.
Oh, yes, my good sir. We race horses.
Yes. So the Kentucky Derby winner, Golden Tempo.
Golden Tempo, you see?
You see, Golden Tempo.
Race that horse around the track.
So this is kind of like a Seabiscuit story because this horse had no shot at. I mean, if you would have bet $1 on him, you would have won 10,000. I mean, it was such a long shot for him to win this. Came back the last leg of the race and won. Now, what I thought was cool about this whole story is that the 1 and 2 winners of the Kentucky Derby the jockeys were brothers.
Yeah.
So they held hands after they crossed the finish line and rode together, which I thought was really fucking cool.
You know what to say about holding hands, Mike?
They're brothers, Vince. Don't make it weird. Anyway, well, that's Diana. Now, what is also interesting about this is that trainer Sherry DeVoe, is the first female trainer in Kentucky Derby history to win. And that's really cool. What's also interesting is I think the horse got hurt, Vince, because Golden Tempo will not run the May 16 Preakness Stakes, claims the trainer.
So we get no Triple Crowns this year, kids. Hey, you know that scumbag Bob Baffert came back?
Who's Bob Baffert?
Remember the storyline of, I think it was during our times potting. We might have covered it, but Bob Baffert was drugging up them horses with HGH, or I guess HGH, but horse growth hormone. Steroiding up his horses.
Yeah.
He came back and his team sucked. It's like, I guess you can't win without the horsey drugs. One thing too, before the race started, you see that jockey get bucked off the back of that horse?
Yeah, that's always a little scary.
That sucks too, because the guy just walks up. He's like, I'm about to race in the Kentucky Derby. All right, you're eliminated. Okay.
Well, horses will fuck you up, man. They're very large animals. They're also very intuitive to nerves and how you feel as a human being.
Never approach from the back.
Never approach from the back is right. That could mean two things. But I don't disagree. Even at the club, right. Up in the club. Now, I just thought this is interesting. I'm not going to be, a gambling expert on, picking trifectas and horses. But what is interesting is that a family member of mine used to bet on the ponies quite a bit when it was at Arlington Park, which is going to be the Bears' new facility, allegedly. But, if horses have LASIK done, that's a big thing because they can see differently. If there's different things that are done prior to the race, they mark all that.
Money in this shit. LASIK surgery for horses.
Oh, yeah, because it helps them see better.
I get it. It's just, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
How do they do that? Wait, do they sit them down in that little chair and they're like, all right, so read out these 5 lines. So can you read the last one? It's like, yeah, you got it. I don't know how you got it. All right, 20/20 on that horse. How do you know a horse can't see well?
I mean, Vince, I think they're just, at certain ages, they're just like, okay, well, let's see. They show just like their age, their breeding lineage, all of those things. Because some of these horses, they come from, different lineage groups of other winners and things like that. And, a lot of times if you do win a major Preakness race, you will then be sent out to pasture for studding. And they just
that's
bang
what
the
it
rest
was,
of
stud. Yeah, and then you just become like a horse that's just making other horses.
Yeah, that's literally all that they do. And, these horses have personalities. They have different temperaments. A lot of people are saying Golden Tempo can be, a little, they claim he can be a little lazy. That's what his jockey said. He can be a little lazy sometimes, but he's also very competitive.
I like
when
that.
He was like, all right, let's go. He knew he had it and he knew the moment and he got it, which I think is interesting. But what I don't like, Vince, and this is something I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
People who throw parties around this whole thing just as an excuse to drink mint juleps, which I love a fucking mint julep. Don't get me wrong. But people who throw the parties and you got to dress up in the fucking in the suit and the women wear the hats. If you're not at the race or at a track, is it kind of fucking stupid to have like a little dress up party?
No, why?
Okay, I'm just throwing it out there.
You're like Senor yucking the yum right now, dude.
I'm not yucking the yum. I'm just saying.
Who cares?
We used to go to opening day in Arlington Heights. It was a great time. We'd dress up. We'd do the thing. Wife would get the hat. But it was fun because you were going to an event where that is appropriate.
Yeah, but you weren't going to the Kentucky Derby.
I understand that, but we were going to a Kentucky Derby party at a fucking racetrack.
Let the people have fun. Why do you got to be the barrier?
I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't like that friends are getting together and having fun. They want to wear a hat. Let them wear a hat.
Is the expectation that I wear, what is it? A zoot suit or whatever the fuck it is?
You want to have
is
fun.
That the expectation?
You know what I don't like? On October 31st, if you're not going out trick-or-treating, why are you going to a house and dressing up as characters? Just don't do that and stop having fun. That's
one time a year. I understand that. Listen.
Have some fun.
Get it.
If you're not getting married, then why are you dressing up for the wedding?
Is the expectation that I show up in the goofy fucking outfit with the bow tie?
You probably wear whatever you want, and your friend Jimmy's gonna be like, "Welcome, Mike. I'm sad that you didn't dress up, but oh well." That's what I think it would be.
I have a friend Jimmy.
I don't. This is hypothetical.
Who do you Anglo's Jimmy?
Yeah, it's James. We call him Jimmy around the team. I don't know. I think it's just like they're like, hey, you want to have a Kentucky Derby party? We're gonna dress up, and they're like, that sounds fun. Let's go. And then they have fun and they drink mint juleps and eat charcuterie and watch horses race. Why not?
Okay. Now, what I don't like
Hillary Duff said, why not?
Like, I understand if you bet the horse and you're watching it and all that, but like everybody gathers around for the race.
You do squares.
Okay, I understand. Some people do that, but like I was at the pool and there was a whole group of people like just yelling at the TV. And I'm just sitting in the pool like, what? I understand. Like, I'm just not a big horse racing guy, I guess.
I agree. I don't understand the betting for it. And it's just like to place and all that stuff. I don't even want to get into it. I understand it because it's like you bet on a horse like 2 days before or whatever. And you sit there and you're reading about the horse and you know nothing about it. And then you have, how long does it take? 1.5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then it's over. So you're just watching it for a little bit and you're like, oh shit. Like I get it. But
it's like watching the last hole of the Masters.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Instead it's just like that's such a truncated amount of time. Even when I went to Churchill Downs, I placed some bets because I was supposed to. You know, I did my duty.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then they were like, all right, pick first, second, third, or whatever, push or whatever you wanted to. I was like, oh, that's a cool name. I'm like, I don't know any of these horses. I don't know who to bet on. I'm like, I'm just gonna go with the third favorite and my two favorite names, and I didn't make $1. And I was like, okay. That was fun.
I actually bet on a guy who used to race at Arlington Park, and the trainer and the runner, and the jockey is like a big thing. Like if the trainer and the jockey know each other and they're tight, that's a big thing to pay attention to.
Yeah,
especially
training the horse and riding the horse. Yeah,
training the horse, riding the horse.
It's like a coach and
the little old man where we went to when we went to the. What's the name of it? Belmont
Stakes? No.
Yep. No. What are we talking?
Did you go to the Belmont Stakes?
No, we went to Kentucky.
Churchill Downs.
We went to Churchill Downs. And I tell you what, it was a lot of fun. We went on a day it rained. So unfortunately a horse
Did you go the day after we went? Was it that trip?
Yeah, where it rained its ass off. Yeah.
We went the day before. Yeah, we got the lucky day for sure.
Yeah, you got the lucky day. You didn't get to see a horse be put down on the track. That was horrifying.
So horrible.
That was absolutely horrible.
I forgot that happened to you.
The little old guy, because we did like the brunch, it was wonderful. The little old guy was like, boys, I'll give you this much. Every time this jockey runs with this trainer, they win. So I put all my money on that one. He goes, you guys do what you want. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
We went full court press. This was our last bet of the day. Boom. It was beautiful. We all won. That's a great feeling, right? When you and the boys bet on the ponies and you win, that's a great feeling.
That's true. That's something that I don't have a lot of experience with because by the time I was 21, it was like the end days of Churchill Downs. Or the Churchill Downs owned Arlington Heights racetrack. Real shame. Real shame.
I mean, at the end of the day, Arlington Park was a great time.
Yep. Better build something there, you sons of beaches.
Better build something. Okay, Vince. We haven't aired out.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to do what this young man did, you can. Call in. Air it out. 312-725-2107. Give us your take. Give us your opinion. Tell us you hate us. Tell us you love us. You get 2 minutes. Call in. Leave a voicemail. We play it live on the show. Let's get it going.
Hey there, buds. It's your buddy Chicago Joe.
Welcome back.
Just wanted to give you a call because I know you guys heard about the cardiac Bears, but how about the cardiac Cubs? I mean, come on, how about it? Back-to-back games, back-to-back walk-off wins. You know, freaking NL Central's hotter than shit right now. You know, and I'm freaking really loving it. All right, even though they almost give me a freaking heart attack every night. Freaking, at least, I don't know, palpitations or something. Anyhow, I got a quick joke to leave you guys with. I don't want to take too much of your time now. So it goes like this. All right, here it goes. It goes like this. What do the Cincinnati Reds and a baboon's ass have in common? They're both red and they smell like shit. I mean, they stink. All right, anyhow, I'll leave you to it. You guys keep doing the Lord's work. Stay black. Taxi squad or go fuck yourself. All right, bye now.
Well, Chicago Joe, we love you, bud. We got a lot of love for you.
I can't. I mean, yeah, the Cubs are hot. We're gonna get into them right now. Actually, let's just go into it right now. MLB.
Great segue. Thank you, Chicago Joe.
Yeah, the Cubs, unbeknownst to their prolonged Justin Steele injury, Cade Horton being out for the year, they can't stop winning. And in the last 2 games before today, I guess, because they already played today, 2 walk-offs in a row. Yesterday's walk-off was just Ellie De La Cruz not learning how to ground a ground ball, which was a shame. But yeah, the team keeps winning. They're hot. Do you really want to be hot in May? You're going to take it when you get it. You want to be hot in September, though, at the end of it. Yeah. But you do want to get hot at the right time. But if you're a Cubs fan, you got to feel at least pretty good.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about it last week. The NL Central is one of the best divisions in baseball right now.
I think it's got to be the best division, rather.
Yeah, it is the best division in baseball as we sit right now. I mean, most teams, if they are outside of the NL Central and they were in it, they would be in last place, minus like the Braves, because the Braves are absolutely running shit right now at 26-12. Cubs are 24-12. They look great. The pitching, I feel like, will catch up to them long term. That's my only concern for this team. And to add insult to injury, okay. Another blow to their pitching staff. Matthew Boyd injured his left meniscus while playing with his kids, reports say.
What's the injury?
On Wednesday morning. So a meniscus. There could be a scotch of a meniscus tear here, which is not a huge thing. Rehab's probably about 6 weeks. It's a quick procedure. They do a scope. They go in, they clean you up, and then he should be back on the field in about 6 weeks after rehab. So he's probably going to be out. If I had to be a betting man, he's probably going to be out for the next 8 weeks to 12 weeks.
Okay.
I would say so. I wouldn't expect to get him back until sometime in August. Kind of an innocent injury, said Craig Counsell. He woke up this morning a healthy player. He's trying to process it and can't get all the information to the doctors to figure out what's going on. Now, there could be a couple things going on here. He could have a lateral meniscus tear, which is on the outside, okay, or have a medial meniscus tear, which is on the inside. All right. There could also be a scenario here where he may have cracked the cartilage. Okay. That can happen with these sort of like one-off little movements, okay, where you kind of, stumble, whatever, and cartilage can in fact crack. The meniscus is that, which is essentially here's your femur, here's your tibia, It meets in the middle at your kneecap. Okay. And then, of course, you have your MCL, your ACL, your PCL, and then that all runs up through your knee as your general ligaments. And then you have your meniscus, which acts as like a cushion in between those things. Okay, so I know all this because I tore my meniscus when I was
going to say, why the fuck?
So I've done deep dives on this.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, how does he know all this shit? What are we doing?
So basically what he did was probably get a quick medial meniscus tear or lateral meniscus tear. Yes. So that is something where a quick scope, he'll be good. Now, if he cracked the cartilage, that's a whole different thing where they can't perform surgery on, and you just got to get cortisone shots forever. Or get a different doctor's opinion, because the last thing you want is that they cut you open and they can't do shit for you.
And then they stitch you back up.
Pretty much. So they cut you open, you get all swollen. It's not ideal.
By the end of the year, they should at least have Justin Steele back. Ideally, you have Boyd back as well. Weird situation. On the other side of town.
Did you see this?
Sorry, go ahead.
Did you see this? Hold on. Last night in their walk-off win, cardiac Cubs as Chicago Joe states, which I don't know if you could. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. In the words of, I think you should leave. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Because we got the moniker, the cardiac beds.
I know, but you get the
one
point.
walk-off
you know,
win.
two in a row. Chill out. Two in a row.
Okay.
Give them a
They've
break.
also won 10 of their last 12, so they're on fuego. So last night, I don't know if you saw this, but PCA tagged in on a deep fly ball from Matt Shaw. And PCA was screaming at Matt Shaw in the dugout because he didn't tell him to slide, even though he was safe. It was a pretty close play at the plate. PCA safe, runs through the bag, and then he was screaming at Matt Shaw that he didn't tell him what to do and didn't give him direction after he hit the fly out. He was standing right there.
If he's going to pop
in theory,
fly,
yes,
he should.
But is it worth getting on your teammate's ass about, or what?
I don't know what kind of relationship do they have.
Yeah, you don't know. They could fucking hate each other.
Maybe they're boys, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
True.
That could happen too. If he feels comfortable enough to be yelling at him like that, and also, he should tell him to slide if the ball's coming in, because he probably thought it's so far out, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Who knows?
Okay. All right. Let's switch gears to the other side of town, shall we?
Yeah.
White Sox. Winners of 6 of their last 4. Dropped one today. 2 in a row to the Angels.
4 of the last 6. But they're flirting. They're flirting with 500.
Yeah.
They're flirting with 500 right now.
They're game back out of first place. Granted, very shitty AL Central.
Horrible.
Horrible. Yep. Flirting with 500 to your point. Guardians are 18-19. Tigers 18-20. Royals just went on a little bit of a streak, winning 8 of their last 10.
Every single team in the AL Central would be last in the NL Central.
Correct. And that still maintains, but there's one thing we are leading at, and that is Murekami leading the MLB in home runs now. At 15. Yeah, yep. Hitting dangers.
He's tied for Rookie of the Year odds with Kevin McGonigal of the Detroit Tigers, who's also having a hell of a month right now. I just like that they're fun. Are they going to be good? Maybe better than we thought, but are they going to be fun? Yes, they are. Colson Montgomery, more home runs than Shohei Ohtani since the All-Star break of last year. Fun fact of the day. Pitching staff in the month of April, I think they were first or second in the MLB in ERA.
Yes.
Why not? Correct. They're having fun, and they're not apologizing. I think it was Davis Martin who did an interview, and he was like, "We're not hiding that we're having fun. Good, go have fun. Be a fun
team." As they
team.
should be having fun.
Because they've been so. What's the opposite of cathartic? Because that's what they've been the last 2 years. It's just like they just sit there and just go play by play, and you're like, all right, strike out, move on. Like there's been no joy, and this finally has some joy. There's some guys moving up. Brady Montgomery's now in AAA, so he should be up sooner rather than later. There's some guys coming in their pitching staff that we're going to be expecting as well. We're just having a good time.
I really am enjoying it. I do feel like at this time they're a very fun team to watch. Overall, I don't know if this is going to be the team that you're going to have all year. Noah Schultz has been looking really good as well. I'm just kind of in this weird sense of like I want to be excited, but I don't want to be excited.
Just watch them and have fun.
Okay. So to that point, at this time, Vince, we're looking overall halfway decent. Our ERA as a team is, in the 3s, 4s. Okay, so that's really exciting from the pitching side for, not having a true ace, one might say. All right, other than Davis Martin, who has a 2.3 WAR.
He's having a hell of a year, yeah.
Having a hell of a year. So my question is, by the All-Star break, you got a guy like Davis Martin, 5-1.
Always. No, don't. ERA, quit it. Stop, guys.
Do you hold on to him? Do you trade him? Do you play like what?
They always trade the guys to get more prospects. They've been rebuilding forever.
But what are you?
Hold on to the guys. Have Davis Martin for a couple more years. If he's good then and the rest of the team gets better, then have him be a good player on your team. You get them to play well. All you're doing is you trade Davis Martin to get another prospect into the system that's going to play well, and then you trade him, and then you get another prospect in the system that's going to play well, and then you trade him. What are you trading for? The same thing over and over again, or do you want a guy to be good and on your team?
Okay, but what I'm getting at is if teams come to you with guys who are going to be close to MLB ready next year, really when you're going to be in your window of competing, I'm just curious. Like,
you know who's MLB ready?
Who?
Davis Martin. Let him pitch for your team.
I understand, but what I'm getting at is like, okay, if somebody comes to you and states, all right, we'll give you our top prospects for Murekami. We'll give you some of our top prospects for these guys. Where once again, are we competing for something this year? I don't think
not this year,
yes.
But I think in 2 years they
are.
Do
you continue to bolster that? And Murekami's not going to be here hypothetically in the next 5 years unless you can get him locked down, which I don't know of any, but I just don't know if any of us have the confidence that the White Sox are going to do that.
I agree. I am sick of trading for prospects that we can't develop. If these guys are coming up and they're playing well, then keep them on the team because you can get prospects and they suck, and you can get prospects and they're good. If you find a prospect that's good, keep them and make him part of your team. I just want to see them do that because they have not done that.
Okay. Well, no, the reason I ask, I mean, it's exciting at this time, but once again, what are you? You need to kind of understand where we're sitting as a team right now. It's just kind of like this weird in between where we're
since the beginning of time. Who cares?
I understand it, Vince. I care. And that's why I'm asking you, because like the Cubs, for example, chances are if you keep going here, you're going to go all in at the deadline to try and get that pitching staff rectified, get your back of your bullpen rectified, get your starting 5 rectified, get everything going. So when Steele comes back, you're in a position to make a big push.
I get it. We've been on the sell side of that since the beginning of time. So I'm not saying buy. I'm just saying keep your guys and see if they're good for longer.
If you could trade one person on this team, let's say that, I don't know, when you look back when the Cubs in 2016, when they made their moves, and got rid of Glaber to go get Chapman and things like that. Yeah. Or on the inverse where, you traded some pieces, that trade that they did with the Nationals to get Arrieta and somebody else. I forget the name of the other back end piece that they got.
Orioles.
But it was the Orioles at the time where they made a trade with them and they got some really good pieces that helped them the following year make a big run.
Yeah.
So if a team is, wanting a guy on an expiring contract to make their run and they give you guys who are going to be ready, some of their top pitching prospects in a year, I mean, who's to say that that's not a good idea?
Sir Anthony. Trade him. Go ahead.
So you think Sir Anthony Dominguez, if he's
been pitching well the last couple spots. So if he pitches well and he's a veteran and you can get somebody for him, go ahead. I'm just anti these early to mid-early 20s, just getting rid of all of them every time.
So you're digging what Vargas is doing at the plate right now. You're digging where Montgomery is headed.
You could do the same thing with Vargas, too. Vargas, I mean, is 26, 27. Like, in 3 years, is he going to be 30 and still hitting? I just want to keep Coulson. I want to keep Murakami. I want to keep Davis Martin. I want to keep Noah Schultz. I want to keep our catching tandem. I think Chase Meadroff is the man. Like, keep those guys. I want to see them as White Sox for a while.
Player. I think
he is, but he can play. He can play second every day, and you're fine with that.
I think Braden Montgomery long term is going to be our right field.
Yep.
Top option. I feel like he's gonna be our right fielder, potentially center fielder. He's athletic enough to do both.
Yeah. So you play him in right though. You'll keep Acuna in center probably.
Without further ado, you want to spin the wheel of death?
The wheel of teams, aka death. If you're Mike, we got a new one this year. Here we go. That's so fun. Here we go. The Rangers.
The Tejas Rangers. Okay.
Welcome to the Texas Rangers of 2026. What's your outlook on the Rangers right now? 17-19, tied with your White Sox. They won a World Series a couple years ago. They can clearly score. They've won a lot of games, but they're not pitching that well right now. To be frank, I feel like I don't hear a lot about the Texas Rangers, if I'm being honest.
I don't feel like, Nathan Eovaldi's still a dog. I feel like that's somebody.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, guys go there and you forget that they're on the team.
Right. I mean, Eovaldi's still one of the better. I mean, Jacob deGrom is having a sneaky little year. 2-2, 3.11.
Remember when Jacob deGrom went to the Rangers and everybody forgot about him?
Well, he got injured and there were some things there. But I mean, the AL West, man, I mean, right now, another division that if they're in the NL Central, you're in dead last. Across the board, the Mariners aren't looking very good. The White Sox have a 3-game set with the Mariners coming up. That's going to be interesting at home. Yeah. And now you have, the Athletics who are sitting at the top of the AL West when nobody predicted that. So right now the Rangers are kind of in no man's land. They're 4-6 in their last 10. They're pretty much 500 as an away team. They're not playing great at home. They did at home.
What they needed to by winning a World Series. But
I think Mackenzie Gore, if you get some more out of him,
he should be a dog. He was number one pick draft or prospect for a long time.
Right. So
Kumar Rocker as well. Remember him in college?
Yeah, Kumar Rocker. Andy? There was another one. Yeah, is he on this team right now?
He is, yeah, but 4.71. He kind of went down a little bit. And then Jack Leiter was the number one overall pick. Jack Leiter and Kumar Rocker both played in college together at Vanderbilt. No one's pitching well on this team. No one is.
No one's pitching very well on this team. They're not hitting very well as a team either. If you kind of look across the board, I mean, it's not looking to be the greatest thing ever.
237 as a team. They've hit 31 home runs. Yeah, you're not. This is not conducive to winning baseball.
You got 2 guys with negative WAR. That's not really good.
3
thing. Yeah, exactly.
Jock's got a negative 0.2 right now too. He's hitting 200 with 2 home runs. I won't do it.
It's an aging team. When the youngest guy on your team's 23, not saying that's old, but
Jake Burger's 30.
Jake Burger's 30. Jakey Burgers, baby.
I didn't know he was 30.
Yeah, Corey Seager's 32. Jock Peterson's 34. I feel like a lot of these guys are kind of in that point of their career where it's like, okay, is it time to move them to a contender and get what you can for them? Like if you're like Corey Seager, like, hey, get me back to a competitor. Get me back to a team.
Like you got rid of Semien. Why don't you get rid of me too?
Right. You get rid of Semien. So now you kind of just have this team that I think needs a rebuild. I know that, Skip Schumacher's there. Okay. Bochy just won one and split. One of the best managers to ever do it.
Awesome. Again, like this is house money because they already won one. But Correct. At the end of the day, there's a lot of love and admiration for Chris Young for building the team. And now you're like, all right, we're in no man's land now. We're like the 2020 Boston Red Sox, 2021, where it's like, you got all these guys. We probably got to blow it up and redo it. And it kind of seems like, again, they're old. DeGrom's not what he used to be. You have some of these pitchers that should be good and they're not. You're going to have to kind of flip it on its head. Like, it's not. This isn't a conducive division-winning baseball team, and I don't think it's top 3 in the division. You're not even looking at a wild card with this team.
Granted, they're hovering at that tied for second place mark.
Yeah, but wild card.
No man's land at this. Yeah, I mean, okay. Do you play for a wild card this year and you're happy? I think is the question. As an organization, you won one. What now? 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
Nah, probably 4. I think.
So. Once again, I mean, as White Sox fans, we sit here. It's like, wow, I would have loved to won one 5 years ago.
100%.
And then that
I would have loved to won 15 years ago.
Right. It's like listening to Cardinals fans talk about how many gold-loving infielders they have, and just like, oh, well, we were hoping for 9. It's just like, okay, like you have first-class problems.
Yeah. Well, do they
it's
though?
Kind of the Rangers organization,
because they would have. They would have liked to win one 5 or 10 years ago too.
I feel like you have to look at this team, speaking of the Rangers, and say, okay, by July 8th, whatever the deadline is, what are we? Is this team going to make a run to win a wild card? If not, you got to blow the whole thing up.
Sell, man. They're not going to be better than the Mariners this year, and the Athletics are young and upcoming. Mariners are old and downgrading.
The Athletics are in a position where if they're good and by the time they get to Vegas, they're going to be making a run for the West. Yep. Now, the Mariners this year, I feel like the Mariners are going to turn it around. I mean, all the horses are still there. All the players are still there.
Yeah. I mean, you got to imagine. You're also not going to get 60 bombs from Cal Raleigh this year. That's not going to happen. He's come back to earth a little bit. So I don't know. That's if you're the Rangers, blow it up a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. Unless you go on some
blow it up, Rich,
crazy run, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah. Yep. I don't disagree.
Welcome to Hockey Talk. We have illustrious guest, properly named Vince, back on the show. Part 2.
That means 2 things. Two things. We got Vince 1. We got Vince 2.
Things. We're on to round 2 right now, Mr. Vincenzo. The first round did not lack drama, I would say. Vegas, no. Montreal, Buffalo.
Some good stuff in there, huh?
Give me your key takeaways and why is it that Connor McDavid is just no longer the best player in the league?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that, but his team is just like he said it himself, his average team. So poor guy just can't catch a break. He hasn't won anything really besides that Four Nations thing, like we said the other day. But yeah, I think you could just see the lack of enthusiasm in him his last few games. I mean, granted, his ankle was fractured or something. I don't know. Injuries happen, so it doesn't matter. And the puck doesn't care who you are, but it stinks. Yeah, you want to see the guy win, obviously, but in my opinion, this just means he's not going to be playing for Edmonton this whole career, which would be fun to see somewhere else also.
Which poses the question.
Take it that way.
Poses the question, Vince. Do the Blackhawks put together a little package with these 4 first-round draft picks they have and pair Bedard, McDavid? It would be like Pippen and Jordan, but hockey type to shit.
I mean, we could definitely trade this pick, but I don't think he's going to. But anything could happen. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. We dropped 2 picks down to 4, so that stinks. But it's still going to be a good pick. So I think really the only thing is like the first overall in this one. After that, I've been doing a little bit of research, and it seems like there's a pretty good little pool for the top 10 picks. So hopefully, we just picked the right one. That's really all it boils down to. Doesn't matter what they've done so far. To some extent, it sounds silly, but you know what I mean. because everything's different when you're playing in a man's league. You know?
I would like to make a
NHL is no
petition.
joke.
I would like to make a petition that the NHL makes the draft lottery make more sense, because you sent me a Snapchat and I'm like, oh shit, I got to turn that on. And it was like, we pulled ball 16, 4, 9, and 6. That means the Blackhawks have a 2% chance now. I'm like, I
still have no idea. And I've watched
it
back like 3 times.
I don't get it.
Me neither, Mike. That makes 2 of us.
The math doesn't. I guess the NBA's version really doesn't work, and they're trying to get rid of the tanking side. But I feel like with a lottery, are you ever going to get rid of the tanking thing? I don't know if it'll ever
it's
be
less
a thing.
Prevalent in hockey, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was just. It's hard to tank in hockey because it's just scoring doesn't happen as quickly. There's not as many points going around in a game, and I don't know. And plus, the lottery. That's exactly kind of why it's there. I think the real crazy thing is San Jose getting 2nd overall. Toronto getting 1st is stupid. But
were the books cooked a little bit on that one? Because they want an original to get a banger of a player in that first pick and get them back to some sort of relevance.
Everyone always cries that it's rigged whenever a original 6 team or I don't know, a team that's been good recently gets a high pick. As much as I want to say, rigged, I'm not.
Well, Toronto tanked their franchise anyway.
Chicago, everyone said that about Crosby, McDavid. Just whatever. If it is, there's nothing I can do about it. He's going to Toronto.
I think Toronto just hired a new GM too that came from Arizona too, and people are not jacked about that either right now.
I don't want to talk about that right now. I don't know enough about it.
Playoffs. Yes. Let's talk about playoffs. All right. Let's go just quickly over the first round. Biggest surprise?
For me, well, it probably has to be one of the 2 that I was wrong about. Either Philly or Montreal beating Tampa. I think the bigger surprise is Montreal beating Tampa, but
the Flyers.
Flyers are pretty.
Flyers. Good. I don't know. Looking back on it, I know I took Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh didn't really play their game the first 2 games, so I don't know. They were in a hole right out of the gate. Philly's not gonna. They're not gonna make it past the 2nd round.
Don't say it again. Don't say it again, dude. You were wrong once.
Never say never, Vince.
Did I say never?
Well, I'm just saying.
You said not.
You said it's probably not going to happen. But then again, we all kind of thought the Lightning were going to go the distance, and the Canadiens.
Well, that was before we knew Victor Hedman was out for the series, which don't even get me started.
Oh yeah, no, he was out because his feelings were hurt. Personal issues. What? It could have been anything. Personal issues could be anything across the board. Maybe he had something really serious happen.
I'm not saying mental health isn't important, but
or maybe his tum hurt. Yeah, dude.
You're a hockey player. Be a hockey player. No offense.
With the caveat that if it's really fucked
before
up,
and after the game, get in there, Hetty. You're killing me. But whatever. I don't want my blood pressure to go up.
I get you.
All right. I wasn't too surprised. Nothing really shocked me. It was a really good first round. That's what I like to see.
I just love a game 7. And I love that we got 2 of them.
The only one we got,
or one of them.
See,
the rest went to 6.
Came out of that one is baffling. If you watched it, the 2 goals they scored were pretty ridiculous. The first one was a tip that bounced off the ice and then off of a kneecap into the net, which was going 3 feet wide. And then the other one, the dude batted out of the air from behind the net off the back of the goalie. Don't get me wrong, incredible hand-eye coordination on both goals for the tipping and hitting out of the air, but. That's the only way they were getting past Vasilevsky, and they did it twice in the same game. And hey, kudos to Dobis. He stopped the Lightning from scoring more than 1, and hey, here we are.
2 beats 1. 2 beats 1.
Yeah, game 7, baby.
Can we talk for a minute about the Mammoths' scotch of a run there?
No ass, Mike.
Mammoth.
Which
is a stupid fucking name still. It's a stupid.
I told you Vegas was going to win that one. Their stars stood up, took over.
I have Vegas going the distance, Vince, if you remember.
No one's beating Colorado, Mike.
No one's beating
Colorado.
That's fair.
Dude.
Mark my words.
So speaking of, round 2, number 1, the Colorado Avalanche yesterday.
Yeah.
Second game, 5-2. Game 1, 9-6. This is like, dude, they're the most unreal team I've ever watched.
I thought they were showing a bunch of replays at one point.
Yeah, that was kind of goal. And granted, they gave up 6 goals. It's not like both teams were scoring, but they're easily.
Thing is, Minnesota can't win in that sort of environment. Like, you're not gonna, they're not gonna keep scoring 6 goals. Like Colorado could just keep scoring. You want to play that? Sure, no problem. We got superstars on our team, but Minnesota plays a different game. It's not quite the same. It's not run and gun. It's different, but.
Hey, they get to go home now, though, and it might
I was going to say I was going to give my predictions from before the series started, and then speak my piece. I was going to say I think I was going to take Colorado in 6.
So you think they're going to lose 2 games now?
I thought they were, but now it's looking like 5 because Minnesota's missing 2 pretty important players, Eriksson Ek and Brodin. And Bogosian, he's pretty good too, but not as important as Brodin and Eriksson Ek.
We might see a sweet chance.
And if you, like you said, they're already down 2-0 in the series. So,
speaking of 2-0, Carolina is on a tear.
Yeah, they haven't lost yet.
Any chance Philly gets even a win in this series?
Maybe 1.
Where do you have this series going? 5 games?
I had it in 5 all along. Yeah. Philly's a little injured, a little dinged up. They're missing a couple of guys. And then Carolina, not only do they have the depth if they were injured, but they're not injured.
That's my Stanley Cup
matchup now. And that goalie there is
actually,
whether he's not being challenged is one thing, but he's stopping the puck, so.
It's probably
everything's
Colorado,
looking good for them.
Carolina.
This might be the year for Carolina, but not until they at least reach Colorado.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Carolina and, let's talk about the next one, Buffalo and Montreal. I think I see Carolina-Buffalo for the conference final. I had that one going in 7. Nothing's changed there as I'm watching the game, and they're up 4-1, but 4-2 now.
4-2, 4-2, yeah.
To say 4-2 Buffalo, Montreal. Now, has that been done in NHL history where 2 teams have swept within the second round of the playoffs?
Yeah, sweeps happen all the time.
Okay, I don't know. Once again,
not a hockey guy.
I was like, Vince, do you have your history of hockey book on you?
Get your history of hockey book
1993, round 4. No.
Okay, I would like to point out, I think Vegas has a really good shot of winning this series. This series in particular is very interesting. Ducks, Knights, same division, been playing, dogging all year. Both teams are really good. Ducks come out of nowhere with Quenneville at the helm. Is this a series in your mind that could be going the distance? Because right now Vegas is up 1-0. They play today. So, by the time this podcast is up, this could be a 1-1 or a 2-2 or a 2-0. So it's the late game tonight. But what are your thoughts?
It was a 1-1 at home. It was a 1-1 game in the second period. It was 3-1 final. That was with an empty netter. So tight first game. I got this one going. I had it going 6 or 7. I couldn't really make up my mind. I don't know. I still kind of can't, to be honest. I want Anaheim to win, but I think Vegas might have the edge here.
If
Just
Anaheim
because they got
goes
guys
down,
that have been there and done that before. They've got Stanley Cup champions on that team, a lot of them. And I don't know. Anaheim could upset, though. It would be a little bit of an upset, whereas the first round, everyone else thought it was an upset if Anaheim win. Your boy Vincenzo didn't, obviously. But I don't know if they have the depth. Like, that fourth line might be a difference for Vegas.
If Anaheim goes down,
Anaheim has Jackson Lacoma on D. He's got the most points in all the playoffs. They got Troy Terry. Leo Carlson's an absolute animal. I don't know. They got some really good players. And my boy Quenneville still, once again, love Coach Q. But Tortorella's behind the bench in Vegas. He knows what he's doing also. He's what were we talking about? Olympic champions last time?
Don't forget it. Don't forget it. If Anaheim goes down 2, they should bring back the Mighty Ducks uniforms because their uniforms are trash. Dude, it's like
they're pretty horrendous.
It's the horrendous uniform matchup of the century. It's like shit uniforms versus the Golden Knights badass uniform. I can't take it. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with those. All right. Yeah. So now we're in this situation. So let's do predictions and we'll let you get out of here.
Right.
So finals on both ends, Stanley Cup, who wins?
I think Colorado is going to just plow through the conference final. And then I think Carolina is going to make it to the final also. It's going to be a good series with Buffalo, but I think just the fact that Carolina, like I said last time, has been the last 7 seasons this far, 4 of them to the conference final. Was it 3 or 4? I don't remember. I think it was 4. Like, I think they know that this is their year to do it. Like, there's no Florida Panthers in their way. Like, they've had some really big teams they had to go through before, and now there's teams like just aren't here. Like, what's stopping them? Nothing but themselves here. Like, Buffalo's a good team, obviously. Like, they're playing great, but so is Carolina. So I could see that one going a good 6-7 games, but I don't know. I think if I had a gun in my head, I'm taking Carolina to the finals, and then Colorado all day, baby. Let's go.
It's a well rested Avalanche team versus a probably Game 7 Sabres Carolina matchup. Really.
So
I don't know if they're gonna be that well rested, but
yeah.
So to walk that back for a second, your predictions: Eastern Conference Finals. You have the Hurricanes and the
Sabres.
And then Western Knights
and Colorado. Yeah.
Colorado taking the whole thing.
As much as I want it to be Anaheim and Colorado, I think it's going to be Vegas. But it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, I think Colorado's just going to clean up. And that's not biased because they're my second favorite team. That's genuinely what I think.
I agree with you. I mean, Mike took the Bruins, didn't you?
No.
You took Vegas? You took the Bruins to win round 1. All right, cool.
I did.
Hey, we don't know.
Vegas was my pick to make the final. Now, I think that would be a very fun Western Conference final. If
they somehow beat Colorado, then yeah, I take them.
Well, yeah, Western Conference. Then again, they have to get that far. And right now, we'll see how tonight goes. 2 very evenly matched teams. Fun fact: the only hockey game I went to this season was at the end of 2025, and it was the Ducks versus the Knights. That game went to 2 overtimes.
There you go. They've already been close. Yeah, lots of close games. Good job, Mike.
Yeah. Bring back the soundboard. All right. Pack your skis up. It's going to be an avalanche by the end of this. Vince.
That's right, boys.
You're a king.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. You will be back. Before the end of this, my friend.
Sounds good. All right, can't wait.
All right, Vince. Well, in the basketball world, our Bulls are up to no good again. Before we get into a little playoff talk, do we want to talk about the Bulls' new executive and head of front office?
Bryson Graham.
No idea.
This came out, I mean, yeah, and kind of makes sense. Why would you know who a front office guy on a basketball team, who he is? Bryson Graham comes from the New Orleans Pelicans and the Atlanta Hawks. He is pivotal in scouting. He's known for his scouting. He's known for assessing young talent. For instance, he would look at Halliburton and say, he's a good player, and Patrick Williams is not going to be a good one. Karnisovas, I saw a story the other day. Karnisovas didn't see Halliburton as a real prospect option. He saw Patrick Williams as a premier player in 3 to 4 years, and Halliburton would be burned out of the league by that point. Couldn't be more wrong. Congratulations on being an idiot. Bryson Graham also was pivotal in the Hawks and Pelicans trade that kind of made the Hawks into who they were. He's Waterboy 15 years ago, all the way up to, vice president, executive, whatever they're calling him right now.
Love to see it.
I like it. Just give him the opportunity to build the team around what he's doing. That Hawks team is cool. That Hawks team is good. They had a good year this year. There's good young talent on there. If he can take what we have and make it into something legitimate, I will be happy.
Is he going to be empowered to hire the next head coach? This seemed very quick in my eyes. They seemingly rushed it. They were like, "Oh, let's get him here now."
I don't know. He wasn't like supposedly among people that know who these guys are. Like he seemed to be like a hot button candidate. Kind of young. I think he's 39. He seemed like a candidate that people wanted to get in their front offices, and they're like, "We're going to get first. We're going to strike first on this."
Reinsdorf had cast a wider net, claims his ESPN article.
He didn't go in organization, thank God.
His search to lead the team, hiring a search firm and interviewing candidates from across the league, including Cleveland Cavs general manager Mike Gainsey, San Antonio Spurs assistant GM Dave Tellep, and Boston Celtics assistant GM Dave Lewin.
Yep.
Those guys weren't it. I don't know.
It just,
I don't look at the Hawks. Oh man, that was the team.
But they haven't come to fruition. What I do like that the Hawks did is they cut the Trae Young weight. They noticed what they had in Jalen Johnson, and they built young guys up. The Pelicans did the same thing. If you can just do that and continually be successful, because he wasn't the head of these front offices. He was just a piece of what they were doing. All reports say that he was very good in finding the young talent and helping develop them and finding guys that are maybe diamonds in the rough. If he can do that for the Bulls and he can have enough power to make his own decisions, then we're going to be in a good spot. Did you see the other story about the Bulls yesterday, Mike?
Allegedly that Tom Thibodeau is interested in coming back.
No, but that's one too. He's interested in coming back to the NBA. He was asked about the Bulls. He said he'd be interested in doing that too. He's interested in across the board. I was asking about Noah Osengwe.
No.
Last year, Bulls first overall, not first overall in the draft. Drafted at 6'9". He hit a growth spurt. He's 19. He hit a growth spurt. He's over 7 feet now. But he plays like a forward. And I'm like, listen, put a little mass on that, and he might be a monster. He's at or over 7 feet now.
That's great.
That's awesome.
And I know a lot of people were, very high on him being, a guy who.
Hey, you don't get dunked on like that if you got 4 extra inches on you.
I get it. And I know he was the first round pick for the Bulls at 12 last year. He's still 19 years old. A lot of people are comparing him to Scottie Pippen. Listen, man, I don't know. He underwent shoulder surgery, missed the season.
He was redshirted last year. You don't even know what he is yet.
Got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
By what was it? Con
Knipple?
By Con Knipple.
Or was it Cooper Flag?
I think it may have been Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Just got absolutely destroyed in the Las Vegas Summer League.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that face, like.
Yeah. But he wasn't 7 feet yet, so this is a different guy. But just to hit that growth spurt so late in life, he puts on some size. He still has the ball handling skills of somebody that's smaller.
As long as he's not like, Mirotic, who was supposedly the next great hype coming out of the Europe.
Yeah.
Because that didn't work.
And he got punched in the face and never came back to the NBA.
They got punched in the face, never came back to the NBA. And so you hope Noah Osengwe can, hit that growth spurt to your point. You put some mass on him, and before you know it, who knows? Maybe we have our own, little, French freak.
Yeah, mini Wembanyama. He's only 7'1". He's not 7'4".
Right. I get it, but to your point, does he play that big? So the Bulls are going to be interesting. If you had to throw a dart right now, because you are the basketball expert, who do they hire as the head coach?
Oh, my God. I think it's going to be like an assistant from some team. I don't think it's going to be like a splashy, veteran, grizzled guy. I think it's going to be like a Spurs or a Celtics or something like that, like assistant coach. Somebody that interleague circles know that I couldn't tell you a thing about. Like, they're not going to go Mike Woodson, They're going to go like some random guy from some random place. The same way it was when they hired Thibodeau. Everybody's like, who is that? Oh, he's just a great coach. I don't think they go Tom Thibodeau.
Okay, so you
because even if you want Tom Thibodeau is not like the patron saint of playing young guys. He's the patron saint of playing older dudes too many minutes, and we need to get young guys out there and develop those players before he comes in.
Okay. Well, the Bulls are going to bull, so hopefully they can, not fuck around and mess this up for another decade.
And we know that what's going on in the NBA right now, the most interesting story is the Bulls.
Of course.
Absolutely not. It's not. We got the playoffs, Mike.
Okay.
The playoffs are going on right now, Mike.
Playoffs?
The playoffs. We obviously recorded last week before the weekend, ending round one. Big things in my head. Number one, the Boston Celtics.
What happened?
They were your pick to click halfway through the season, I feel like.
I of course they were. I was like, wow, you get Tatum back at the perfect time with Jaylen Brown playing the way he was. It just made sense. You're like, oh yeah, this team's going to be impossible. And Sixers, for whatever reason, they just couldn't figure it out.
The Sixers come in. Paul George plays very well. Kelly Oubre's playing his position well. Embiid comes back. He's back to what Embiid was. He got Maxey. He got Edgecombe. And Jason Tatum came back to the team, and they seemingly changed their entire play style. And fuck it. Philly for life. 2 teams in the second round. Good for them. Both teams probably going to lose in the second round. It is what it is. But did you see what Jaylen Brown did after the game, Mike?
No. What did he do?
Jaylen Brown went on Twitch, reviewed the game, after the game. Fresh wounds still. He claimed this was the best season of his career and loved the way that the team played. Am I mistaken in thinking, hey, the Celtics won the championship like 2 years ago? But the year that your other best player on your team gets injured, you're the star the entire year, and you get beaten in a 3-1 lead, and round one is the best season of your career.
Yeah, definitely not a great look on his part. Make it about yourself. Make it about yourself.
Well, I think he's just like, clearly Jason Tatum came back and it shook the, proverbial nest.
Did Tatum play on Sunday night?
Not game 7, but it already seemed like the motivation was gone already.
Well, that's a key thing here. I mean, we can't miss that. So who's to say if Tatum doesn't play game 7 because either they got him out of pitch count or he just wasn't feeling good? I mean, who's to say they don't win this game? I mean, it was not like they got blown out. It was 109-100. It's not like the Knicks blowing out the Hawks, which was a
it's all relative, though. Well, yeah, that was a fucking the Knicks on an insane tear. We'll get to it in a second, but I was listening to Bill Simmons. Just listen to a little bit of like Celtics people getting angry. He made a good comparison. You ever watch The Wire?
Yeah.
You know, like the Stringer Bell, Avon Barksdale. Those are the 2 guys.
I don't know like the characters. I know the show.
They're leading their outfit, right? And in the show, and Bill Simmons said this, and I loved it. In the show, Avon Barksdale is like the leader of the drug deal game that they're doing. And Stringer Bell is like, they're like co-leaders, but Stringer Bell takes care of the money and Avon's out on the streets. Avon goes to jail. Stringer Bell takes over. He's doing all this shit. Avon comes back and he's like, I'm still the head of this shit. And Stringer Bell's like, I don't know if I am.
You sure about that?
That's kind of how it felt with the Celtics. And that shit isn't going to be the same. After you come back the entire year and you're Jaylen Brown and you lead your team to this far, and then Jason Tatum comes back, it yucked their yum a little bit. They did not play well together, and they lost to a Sixers team that played in the play-in, mind you. They should not have really been in the playoffs in the way that they are, and they should not have won the series.
Well, what's kind of cool about the play-in series and what it kind of brought to light this year more so than past years was that play-in teams can make it through. Look at the Timberwolves. They're doing a very similar thing in the West, and they're playing the Spurs right now very well.
Yeah.
So,
but the Timberwolves, they weren't a play-in.
No, they weren't? Okay.
It was Trailblazers, Suns, Clippers, Warriors. But still, they almost were. They really
They really weren't a high seed to my point.
They were 6. Yeah.
Right. So you're on the cusp of a play-in, but once again, you're not the top seed. You're not the top dog. So it's nice to see a team kind of beat a key
superpower, if you will.
Right. Yeah, so it's nice to see that. The Celtics just had a down year. They'll be back. Boston fans are the most spoiled fucking fans.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, they were supposed to have a down year this year, and they were way better, and it seemed like they were just on the terror to do it again. So,
yeah, we were all saying that preseason. We were all saying, okay, no Tatum.
Yeah.
Don't expect this team to go. So do you tank? Do you do this? Do you do that? You're going to be reaching salary cap.
How about second in the East? Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So I look at that. I mean, the Knicks are playing really well right now.
Well, but, is Giannis a Celtic is what the people are saying. Giannis a Celtic. Jaylen Brown goes to the Hawks to a 3-way team trade. So something like that. I'm like, that would be crazy, and I wouldn't.
Well, do you get rid of Jaylen Brown or do you get rid of Jason Tatum? The bigger question.
Get rid of Jaylen Brown.
Why is that?
Tatum. Jason Tatum's a better player overall.
Okay.
But
why wasn't Tatum playing on Sunday?
Because he came back from his injury. He was really candid about it, actually. He's like, I came back from my injury, aggravated it a little bit. He's like, not pushing through it. I can't play game 7. He was injured. So he couldn't. I mean, the fact that he came back was a miracle in the first place. In the same thing, but opposite, the Detroit Pistons seemingly found their skill where it was missing.
Found their mojo.
Yeah, and I don't know if you watched the game on Friday night. The Pistons were down. The Magic were up, I think, 25 points or something like that. And they rattled off. So the Orlando Magic, 25 points in the first quarter to the Pistons 26. Orlando Magic in the second quarter, 35 points to the Pistons 12. Killing them. In the third quarter, Pistons scored 24 and the Magic scored 11. In the fourth quarter, Pistons scored 31. The Magic scored 8 points. They scored 19 points in the second half, and all the wind was taken out of their sails.
They went cold, and clearly defense won them that game. Yeah. If you're holding teams to single digits in a quarter, that's impressive.
And they moved to
Sunday. NBA today. Nuts.
They moved to Sunday. Pistons just took care of business. It was game over. Similar to how the Knicks did the same thing, and they were like, we're not fucking around. We're going to beat this team 140 to 89 in the biggest deficit in NBA playoffs history in that game, just saying, we're done. We're finished.
Knicks win tonight, right? So the Knicks won tonight against the 76ers.
They went from a 45-point win to a 40 or a 39-point win in the next game. The Knicks look like an absolute juggernaut right now.
Amazing. You put Jalen Brunson and Cat on the floor at the same time and see what happens.
And good things happen. Who would have fucking thought? Overall, I think the most surprising for me is the Timberwolves. Without Vincenzo, Anthony Edwards coming back, Wemby having 19 blocks in the game on Monday and still losing by 2. They're losing right now to the Spurs by 16 in the middle of the second quarter or the end of the second quarter. I'm not saying they're going to win this series, but they're like my team team in destiny. I'd love to see the Timberwolves make a push for it. Anthony Edwards is electric.
Well, and you got Io too, who's playing his face off, but Io didn't play the other night, and I don't know why.
Everybody on their team's injured, and they're still just winning games.
It's great to see. You love it, but then again, you got a Mike Conley on that team.
Mike Conley's playing his ass off right now too, though. That's the thing.
Mike Conley, OG, right?
Old as shit. Yeah, he's older than the GM of the fucking Bulls right now, or the executive that we just hired. Yeah, and it's like you see the Lakers. Lakers aren't going to be able to do shit with the Thunder. The Thunder are going to go to the next round. It's game over. The East is way more exciting. The Knicks are going to take this series pretty easily. I think after these 2 games, it's like you go back to Philly, you see what happens. Pistons, Cavs, Spurs, Timberwolves are the fun ones, in my opinion. Looking at it to the end of this, I don't even know if we're going to see a game 7 in any of these series. Maybe the Minnesota Spurs one, but the Spurs are just too good. You can't imagine that. Pistons, Cavs is the only one I can see going 7. And they play tonight, as in Thursday night, at 6 p.m. Central. So looking at it for the rest of it, Boston Celtics are out. Who's winning the East, Mike?
It feels like the Knicks year, man. It feels like the Knicks. This is, and I don't want to mush them
to go to the finals, not to win it.
To go to the finals.
Yeah.
I still think the Thunder, nobody's beating them. Now, if the Spurs make it through this series and that is your Western Conference final, Spurs Thunder, which we predicted many moons ago.
Yeah, everybody did seemingly.
I could foresee that go in the distance, but I still think OKC wins because if you look at their record over the season, the Thunder had a lot of trouble with the Spurs.
Only team they had issue with.
Correct. So you look at that, that gives you a little sign of pause. I don't see a path where I think this Thunder Lakers series goes 6, and there you go, at a max.
Yeah. I would say, in my heart of hearts, knowing that James Harden's on the Cavs, I don't think they're making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think it's Pistons, Knicks.
Well, he did play good in a Game 6. Hey, go figure.
He did. So maybe things have changed. I'm not going to put my money on it. I'm going to go Pistons, Knicks. I think the Knicks also make the championship. I'm going to go – I want to take the Timberwolves, but I can't. It's going to be Spurs, Thunder. Thunder versus Knicks in the finals. Thunder take it again 2 in a row. That's where I'm at. First repeat since Miami? Did they repeat? Or no, Miami didn't repeat.
The Warriors. Would it be the Warriors?
Oh, it would be the Warriors, I'd say. Yeah. Crazy shit.
We'll double check.
NBA's fun. NBA's fun, man.
NBA is fun. Vince, did you see that? So back-to-back, 2017, 2018 Warriors won.
There you go. Okay. I forgot about them entirely somehow.
Yeah. Don't.
Probably because the NBA was super boring when it was just Warriors, Cavs every fucking year.
You see what the NBA is doing with this whole draft lottery thing?
Oh, it's so stupid. It's so convoluted.
Now they're going to add more or less balls to.
So the two teams with the least amount of wins will have an equal lottery odds to the 2 teams that lose the play-in. And then the 3rd through 7 or something like that, or 3rd through 10 are going to have equal the highest odds. It's so convoluted. It's literally like you ever see that Always Sunny episode where Charlie's trying to figure out where the mail goes to Pepe Sylvia?
No.
And he's just like, I keep seeing this name, Pepe Sylvia. And then it turns to like this card, this cork board, and he's got a bunch of mail up there and circled faces and scratch outs, and he's like, can't figure out who the fuck Pepe Sylvia is. That's what this is. They were sitting there and they're like, give 2 balls to this guy, and then give that guy, and this guy gets 2 balls, and then this guy gets 2 balls, and then magic, and then now we have math. And you're like, okay, I don't know what the fuck we're looking at right now.
I don't get it. It's like the guy who explains things on the internet.
Yeah.
Where you're like, so you're explaining the NBA playoffs or the NBA lottery. So these 2 guys would get 2 balls then if they finish in last place, right?
Yeah.
Right. No. Because that's why.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what? Yeah. So this team that made the play-in, okay, would get less balls than the team that was worse than them, right?
No,
that doesn't make any sense. Well, you're wrong because that's why. They
want to make the 2 worst teams not incentivized for being the 2 worst teams. It just seems so convoluted at this point.
At what point do you take the NFL model and say, all right, you're the shittiest team, you get the best pick, there you go?
Well, you can't. We've had this conversation already. There's not enough games. By the time you get halfway through an NBA season, you know that you're bad and you can tank for 41 games. By the time halfway through the NFL season, you only got 8 games left. You can't just straight up tank like that. There's too much time. It's like an MLB team. If you know you suck, you're just there's ways about it. But for instance, we saw the Raiders and we knew the Raiders were going to be the worst team in the league by like week 4.
Well, I think this year in the NFL, to kind of segue it, I think you're going to see more tanking than you ever have just because of the quarterback class.
Yeah, but how do you tank in the NFL?
I don't know.
You have less control of how but they weren't even trying to tank. They were trying to play well, and they just sucked.
Well, that's true. They made a good effort.
Glennon might be good at quarterback. Like,
Everflush is the future.
Yeah.
I don't see a way where, to your point, you may have to. I don't think the extra balls for the NBA is the idea, but
They got rid of it. Now they're adding it again. It's Adam Silver's trying to find a solution. There's one. The sole NFL topic, because we don't really have anything in the NFL right now. You bring up a good point.
Actually,
who top 2 teams to get the first overall pick next year? Who are the 2 worst teams in the NFL?
I'm going to say Arizona.
They're saying they got a hot offense this year. They might come in hot.
Yeah, well, who's throwing the ball? Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah, dog. Never had a chance. Now he does.
Yeah, Sid the Sloth. So, yeah, if I'm a betting man, I'm saying the Cardinals definitely are going to be dog shit because they want a quarterback there. And then I think you could also put the Jets up there.
Yeah, I was going to say JETS, Jets.
I think you could put the Dolphins in that mix as well. I think the toughest division in football is going to be the NFC North.
It is.
I don't know how you look at that division right now and say, wow, I'm comfortable saying that the Bears are going to win again.
No shot.
No.
You see Malik Willis's first pitch?
Yeah, dog shit.
Horrible. And then everybody's like, you can't throw a ball. It's a different ball. It's a different ball. But if you're the not Marlins, if you're a Dolphins,
if you're a quarterback in my eyes, like, did you ever see Odell Beckham throw out a first pitch?
You ever see Mahomes?
Yeah.
Not good.
Well, Mahomes, yeah.
He played baseball. So you're like, if that's any indication, then maybe he's going to be great.
So did his dad, right?
Right. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if that's any indication, if your quarterback's going to be good, hopefully they suck at throwing first pitches and you're all right.
In other news, Stephon Diggs got off of all of his counts. We all kind of knew that would happen. Yep. And then there's also speculation that, I don't know, Money Mike and the gang out there in Boston may not. A lot of people are saying he may just, I don't know. They're going to stand by him. I don't think he resigns.
He's not. No, he went to the Super Bowl.
I guess my next question is about the whole Mike and Diana series. Is when does she go on 60 Minutes? Or
supposedly they got a private boat when she was pregnant. That's the new information.
What?
But that's what I read today. But I'm just like, at this point, you already know they're cheating. So who gives a fuck? Like you already know. Doesn't matter what they did.
That's true. That's very true.
You know.
Well, Vince, it's going to be a fun NFL season.
I'm ready. I'm already ready for it. It's not even summer.
I'm tired of beating the dead horse on the Dios Adangbo and who's going to be rushing the edge. We're just going to have
Booker's
to figure it out.
Ripped.
Great. You should be, all right? You make millions of dollars to play a sport.
That's what I'm saying.
You should be in the best possible shape imaginable. So I look at this season as a prove-it year. I'm tired of this excitement for guys we've never seen play the game before at this level. So let's let the offseason play out. Go White Sox. Home game next week. As always, we'll see you then.
Peace.
Talking Tales with Mike and Vince. Oh, you know. Jazzy beats while we dispense. Yeah, you know.